Good day, guys. I'm the most civilized savage. I'm trying to tell a story. Things keep happening, and that's okay. We'll get there. Hopefully, maybe someday. Right? So all the guys abandoned me. One said, "Hey, I have to get my general education degree," but didn't ask me for his general education. Right? I saw him bailing on everything else. I was trying to help him with a good time instead of just more of the shit, right? And he's the one that came up with the idea. Well, fuck that guy. Right? He's still trying to figure out life. Although I am as well. So there's no shame in that. Right? He might be a couple steps back for being in the lead back in the day. Right? One of the other guys, right? He's a good guy. Still is. Right? You know, he just quit out because, hey, the other two guys were quitting out, and I'm worried. That's understandable. Monkey see, monkey do. Right? Look, and these guys are being little bitches. Go ahead and be a little bitch as well. Right, and the third guy didn't really know too well. But that's okay. The other guys knew. Well, that was a mistake because the other guys ended up being little bitches. Which is fine. Right? I was still a kid. Right? Probably shouldn't have been listening to other little kids. Right? But it is what it is, and times were the times, right? And so, get to the next point. What happened after they all fucking didn't go on the journey I went? Well, I get to a place, and it's a nice little apartment up a stairwell, right? The kids are smoking their Delta 9 tetrahydrocannabinol, which is fine. Right? I would probably need a little bit of it at the time. I wasn't smoking cigarettes at the time. I was too much of a child. Right? Plus, I didn't really like cigarettes at the time. Still don't like them. Oh well. And the one was playing a game, and should have been fucking his woman that was all over the house wanting something to do, right? But what do I know? I would have, right? Watching stupid movies, right? They were watching Bill and Ted's Bogus Adventure, and I looked at the guys that should have been with me, right? And I looked at the movie, fucking saw Keanu Reeves' dumb motherfucking face again. Goddamn stupid motherfucker. I'm like, why the fuck are we watching this, guys? We have the whole world in front of us. But I do that a lot. I really do. Right? People don't understand why I do this. It's okay, I guess. But I digress, right? Get back on to the story. Why are we doing this, guys? Why are you wasting your time watching this movie that you've already seen? It's an old adventure and it's a bogus one. From what even the title says. Bullshit. Right. We're living a way more exciting life than that. I just couldn't do it anymore. So when I was done rubbing the ceiling, which was that popcorn bullshit, which I can understand why it's a design people have used for a long time, but I'm a tall guy. Fuck that shit. Right? Fucking, I rubbed my knuckles and everything else on popcorn ceiling. Bullshit. I would tell you another story, but I'd have to plead the fifth and censor it too much to tell you that story. Let's just say at the end of it, I accidentally took too much of something that some guy said was something else. And as I'm losing consciousness, my face is just grinding against a wall like the popcorn ceiling shit. For no fucking reason was it on this goddamn wall, but there it was. And my face was hitting it all the way to the floor. But that's another story. Alright. So I'm rubbing popcorn ceiling, I see one of the guys, right? Some fucking tweaker whore I knew at the time was trying to get after that little fucking, which is fine. Right? And most of the time he was a decent guy. Right? When he wasn't tweaking and when he was trying to stay sober and when we needed him, right? Other than that, he was kind of just whatever, right? People ask something to me, they usually get it. So I guess that's another story. Right. Well, maybe it's not, because this is one where I'm the last man standing. Last man with the story to tell. Because I didn't back out like a little fucking cunt. Right. So we get to the point where fucking, like, no, this is all stupid. Oh, that guy. That guy, instead of fucking his wife, was playing World of Warcraft. Which is fine. I like me a little WoW. Fucking, I don't know. Fucking, yeah. Has a couple morals and fairy tales and blah blah blah. It's like your H.P. Lovecraft and your J.R. Tolkien, your Game of Thrones, your George R. R. Martin, right? Some of that bullshit. Although it's gotten a little fucking whatever. Skyrim. It's a lot like Skyrim. They even made a ripoff of WoW based on Skyrim. So, there's that. Alright. So he was playing that. He was pretty far, right? And I was like, man, why the fuck you doing that? Let's fucking talk and chill for a while. No, I'm busy. There's the kid studying his books. Like, fucking it was real important, right? Look at him now. Right? He never needed a single one of those fucking books. Although he could use a story or two like this to get a little pussy for once in his life. But I digress again. Right. So I'm in this room and fucking the whole world betrayed me once again, which is fine. I don't really like the world much anyways. Right. I'm too archaic. I'm too much of a Neanderthal. I just don't get it. Everybody's celebrities that they like with their microphones and their bullshit and their fucking auto-tune and all that. I'm not digging it. I did when I was a kid, I guess. I liked the fairy tales. Right? I liked the music. I liked the preacher man up on the fucking stage. I liked it all. Even a teacher or two. Till I found out they're all retarded fucking children, right? That's all everybody is. A retarded fucking child. But when I was a retarded child, right? And we talked about how fucking Keanu Reeves fucked me again, right? They'd rather watch that than fucking go on a journey. Goddamn motherfuckers. Right? Not only did he ruin my game years later, right? Fucking ruined my trip one time. Motherfucking Neanderthal, motherfucker. There's your Neo people. I've never met the guy and he can go fuck himself, for all I care. Oh, on a movie, he went and killed some people for a fucking dog. Wow, cool story, bro. Guess what I did for your daughter? Oh, did this motherfucker freeze? Oh no, it's disconnected. That's fine. I'm still gonna tell more of my story. Right? Well, it's trying to reconnect, and I know it's still fucking going. Oh well. So, I step outside onto their porch. And it was a nice porch, right? It went down to a stairwell and they had a little deck up top, right? And there was kind of like a L shape and then it kind of went out. So if you wanted to go step out in the rain, you really could, right? But just one step out in the rain on that deck, it was nice. And there was a chair in that corner, in that one step corner, right? I just sat there for a while, thinking about the world, looking into that fucking apartment, looking at all those people just, I don't know, walking around like some TV show, like it was a sitcom, which is fine, right? But these motherfuckers, why was I watching their sitcom? Right? How did they become a part of my sitcom? A random occurrence of events brought me to this place, and causality or whatever you want to call it, relativity, the butterfly effect of life, right? So I look up, right, from this seat that I just magically sat in, and all I see are the stars, the exact spot where it changes from when I looked straight up on my angled camera view that are my eyes, right? It showed the fucking gutter, and then it was just stars. Right, so I'd look down, and I'd see this shitty civilization that had brought me to a place of abandonment. And when I looked up, I saw the stars and the worlds and everything else. Someone's God. Right? I really do like that. Enjoying other people's stories and gods. Oh well. Right. And so I'm enjoying this and my revelations of shit and piss. And I look down the stairway and there's one of them birch trees or whatever the fuck. I got one in my front yard now, right? It's a white tree with a bunch of black circles and figures, right, on it. Stripes, almost like a zebra. And I look at this thing and it's growing eyes and tongues and talking to me. Nah, Yggdrasil is not doing that shit to me. So I just had to look away. One of the guys comes out and he's like, hey, you alright? I'm like, nah, man. That tree's doing some funny things. And I don't like it. Right? Well, guess what? That guy said, hey, well, if he's really causing you problems, I'll cut him down for you. I don't give a fuck. And I said, yeah, he's really causing me some motherfucking problems. And guess what? The dude said, well, don't worry about it. We'll go do something else. Pathetic. Right? Just like a lot of my times on a nice, good old trip, adventure, or whatever, to see gods and fight gods and titans and blah 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 blah, right? But here's the one difference: all these people did something that I would never do, right? And later we'll get to my long walk home, right? Because there's a solid just me moment, and I like those a lot. I have a lot of them, and the thing that happened throughout this entire night is people betrayed their oaths, their words, their actions spoke louder than them, right? This was before your, well, this was around the time of MySpace. It was before your Facebooks and your TikToks and your Twitters and your Instagram and all that. It was before the news was getting canceled all the time. It was before a lot of things. This was around the 2008 economic crash. Does anyone remember that? No, too worried about COVID, I guess. Which is fine. I don't care. Alright. But it's all these normal people that fucked me in the ass, right? Cheap people and cheap words. You see a lot of them. Right, not a single one of these people did what they said they would. And over the night, they ended up questioning me over what I did, when every single one of them was a traitor or wasn't fulfilling their obligations in their own household. Right, you can say some of them were, some of them weren't. It doesn't matter, that's your opinion. And you can say they were just kids. Well, so was I. Right? And I was following the leader until I was the leader. Like I had many times, and I was going to do many more times. Oh well. What importance is this to the world? I don't know. But I do like this story. Alright. And so towards the end of the night, I'm hanging out with one of the other leader. And he has to go to bed, and he has to do this and that. And this fucking monkey, not even a Neanderthal, he's a fucking monkey. Right? A lion sack of fucking monkey shit. Right? He has a story or two. He wasn't bad all the time. Right? But from this night onward, he was a piece of monkey shit to me. Right? Because I'm just chilling, relaxing, trying to enjoy life. Enjoy the relativity. Blah 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 blah. This motherfucker fucking been sleeping in my friend's house, fucking taken from him in the first place without paying anything for it. Fucking cocky son of a bitch. Didn't do nothing. Right? Fucking slept on the floor. Well, I was at least a guest on the couch. Right? Yeah, I'm the one that spilled some fucking shitty beer, and I don't drink beer. Fuck beer, drink Everclear. Right? Onto some fucking shitty 360 that fucking you had. It was yours. Fucking, why are you letting people fucking have beers next to your fucking expensive piece of trash, right? And blah 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 blah, right? I get kicked out pretty early. The sun's just coming up because this fucking monkey piece of trash said I did something when he's the guy that did it. Right? Oh Like the guy that invited me in his house, right? That betrayed me, but at least gave me a nice shelter to be in for a little bit, right? Betrayed me twice. Trust this fucking monkey piece of shit to fucking tell him a story. Right? Oh well. I'll leave. And so I did. Fucking went home. The sun rose. It was nice. Just fresh air, a couple pastures, going down the train tracks all the way home. Some Maniac McGee type shit. Something. I don't remember that story either. I saw a salamander on my path on the way home, right? I've taken this path 100 times, maybe 1,000. I like this path. I took a lot of journeys on this path, and some went to my grave. This day I saw a salamander, and I decided, hey, what a quinky dink. Let's pet the salamander. The motherfucker bit me. The motherfucker bit me. Which is fine. I've been bitten by a reptile or two, even a couple of mammals. Right? But this is my reassurance from everything small to big. It bites for no reason. Right? Traitors amongst all of the earth. Right? Well, the point of the matter in this whole story, right? The moral or whatever you need from this is, right? There are things that will and won't betray you in life. And one thing that's for sure is people will betray you in life. Which people? They don't tell you. Right? Most things are made to do something. But people are a machine without a purpose. That's the scariest, most wonderful thing of them all. Oh, guys. I'm done with stories or at least this story. I could have told it 10,000 different ways, but I told it this way. Maybe you'll enjoy it, maybe you won't. I don't really care. You'll have a good